What's good, YouTube? It's Stud HD coming to you guys with a brand new video. And today in this video, we're going to be checking out the new 98 overall Megatron in Madden 25. And Calvin Johnson is probably the best wide receiver in this game. The stats, the abilities, the height he has, he is going to be a top wide receiver. Number one, he is 6'5", 236, so he's a big, tall wide receiver. He's got 98 speed. If you have John Ross, you can get him up to 99 speed or a Detroit Lions theme team. He also has 99 catching, 99 spec catch, 97 short, 96 medium, and 99 deep route running, so route running across the board is really solid. He also has 98 juke, 92 spin move. He also gets the glitchy spin move that Tavondre Sweat has, so really cool to see there. And he also has 99 break tackle, so this card is basically elite after the catch. Now, if we take a look at his abilities, it gets kind of crazy. He has 2 X Factors in his card, which is actually crazy. Now, the X Factor we're using is Yakima, but it's nothing special. That's just the normal one. Now, the baked on abilities, he gets red zone threat and double me baked on for 0 AP. Double me is still one of the best abilities in the game, and he also gets angry runs for 2 AP. Angry runs is the most broken ability in this game. The second somebody touches Calvin Johnson, he is going to break off the tackle almost instantly, and he also gets tank for 1 AP, so a lot of really good abilities. He also gets route tech for 2 AP, deep in and deep out for 1 AP, evasive for 1. In his next ability bucket, he gets human joystick for 0, honorary lineman for 0. He even gets short in and short out for 1 AP, but he also has mid in and mid out for 0 AP, which is actually in the same box that we also have the jukebox in, which you can use matchup nightmare, grab and go, which I would just recommend using human joystick. It's basically the same ability. He also has mid and elite and mid out as well as run off, so overall a lot of really solid abilities. But Calvin Johnson is going to be fun to use. Let's go ahead and get into a game with him. All right, he's going to a play action and he's going to have somebody open. I've seen it. All right, we got to complete a play here, and it looks like maybe Calvin Johnson will come down with that. Calvin is coming down with that. He's breaking the first tackle, breaking another one because we have that tank on him. You cannot tackle Calvin Johnson. All right, so I would really like if Calvin would get open on this, and we're going to be throwing this ball, and Calvin is going to be holding on to that ball. We threw a high ball. Calvin Johnson with the touchdown in the Super Bowl. You, like, are we actually kidding me here? What are people doing that's not allowing me to get my kicks off, but everybody else able to get their kicks off? This makes no sense, man. All right, I'd have to imagine my opponent is probably going to be running this ball. He actually could pass it potentially, but it looks like he's going to be going to a pass, and we'll see if we could see if there's anything, and I don't know who he's trying to throw to. His tight end, maybe? Right, it looks like he's going to a run. We have to find a way to get there, and he's somehow getting a free first down there. Going back to the run, and how did that not become a hit stick there? We had him basically wrapped up there. All right, he's going back to the run. We are going to be stopping it in the backfield. Looks like my opponent's actually just going to punt this ball away, which is nice, I suppose. He might pin it at the 1-yard line. I'm not too sure. Actually, he's going to a fake. There's no way he's catching this, right? Can we swat that ball out? We are going to. All right, if we get some time here, Calvin Johnson could potentially be a free touchdown, and oh, I was going to do something crazy. My opponent just wanting to sit in this formation is terrible, and I get the greatest ball. Are you kidding me? Adrian Peterson, what are you doing, buddy? I cannot believe that. Calvin Johnson was literally a free touchdown, and we just couldn't get there. Now, also, can we just come down with that ball? Double me is activating. We are getting that catch there. Now, we're going to go to a corner route with Calvin Johnson. We'll see if we can actually catch it, and Calvin Johnson, he should be a free touchdown. Calvin Johnson with 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. All right, can we potentially get a sack here? I'm not too sure what he's going to go to. It looks like an orbit type play, but it looks like we're going to get potentially a free sack, and we just got to wrap up on him. We had the sack there. All right, maybe we'll be able to get the sack here. We are going to have somebody coming in free, and we are getting the knockout there as he tries to throw in about 3 different white jerseys. Can we get the free sack? We are going to be getting the QB hit. We can just not get the sack, but we're getting the QB hits. All right, there's no way he's going back to this fake pass again. And, of course, he's going to go to the fake, and that's not getting completed, right? We're just going to intercept that ball. We probably should have kept it, but we got Blackman back there, and he's going to be getting us all the way down to the 35. All right, let's see if we can complete this pass. And Calvin Johnson, can you hold on to that ball? I just want to go give him a crazy ball sometimes. All right, we might have Calvin potentially again, and actually, I just threw a pick. God dang it, dude. What am I doing? And tackle him. Thank you. That was so stupid. All right, we had a chance to almost end the game, and now we're going to be back in a little bit of a fight here. All right, he's going back to this run, and it's not going anywhere. All right, it looks like we have a play action, and there's no way, right? I was about to say, we got Tariq Woolen. He's lurking in the flats. You never know where he's at. Don't throw at him. He is 6'4". All right, we have Calvin on a streak to the side. We're going to see if he just pays attention to the motion, and oh, don't Come on, EA. All right, we are going to be... I guess we're not going to get the run shed. I guess... Look at this. You just knew EA was going to do something like that. And he's celebrating into the end zone. All right, we'll see if we can get Calvin open. And actually, it looks like we're just going to have Travis Kelce down the field. And Travis Kelce should be getting us into the end zone. And Kelce is not going to get us into there, but we're down at the 1-yard line. All right, maybe we go to the zig route with Calvin. And Calvin Johnson's got the touchdown there. Well, that's 3 touchdowns for Calvin Johnson. We just really got to find a way to, like, not get screwed over by EA Sports. All right, it looks like he's going back to this run. And... can we get the hit stick? I'm tired of Pat McAfee absolutely smacking somebody's brain across their skull and not getting a fumble. And it looks like we're going to be getting another QB hit. Guys, what am I supposed to do about sacks? Does anybody have any help? I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to do about trying to get a sack in this game. And there's no way that you just decided to throw that. Thank you for the interception, Brian Thomas Jr. All right, we're going to give this ball to Marcus Allen, see what Marcus Allen can do, and he's going to be getting us 3 yards. All right, we should have Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen's going to be getting us a big gain, and honestly, Marcus Allen might score us a touchdown. And he's breaking the tackle. We're spin moving, faking around. Dude, I'm having so much fun with this Marcus Allen card. It's actually just ridiculous. All right, we got Calvin on a little bit of a corner route, and Calvin Johnson, just hold on to this ball, buddy. And guys, I'm selling. I've never thrown this many interceptions in a game ever. And it looks like we're still not going to be able to actually... Okay. Can we get an interception? And we'll get the knockout instead. It's 4th and inches. That's not very hard to pick up. All right, we'll see if my opponent's got that dog in him. And of course, he's just going to go to the easiest play in the game. All right, can we force something? And I guess I got to get out of that defense. Can we get an interception? Can we get a knockout at least? That's nice. All right, looks like my opponent's going to take a field goal. But it could be a QB fake, to be honest. The way that this guy's been playing, well, if he's going to do that, then maybe I'll just go to... It looks like Marcus Allen should be able to hold on to that ball. Marcus Allen, and maybe we'll just spin out of bounds there. All right, Marcus Allen, can you just hold on to this ball and break that tackle and just keep on running for a couple yards? Gonna be honest, I'm gonna do it anyways. I've already thrown this many picks anyways. Might as well. And Calvin Johnson's holding on to that ball. All right, I'm going to Kelce here. I'm not taking my chance at all with him. And... Travis Kelce, can you get into the end zone? Travis Kelce's getting us into the end zone. That is what you call a masterful red zone drive. I mean, we went literally like 90 yards. That's what we got to do every time. I got to stop trying to throw interceptions and whatnot because we're trying to win this game. Calvin Johnson's going to have one of the greatest stat lines ever. All right, it's likely my opponent's just running this ball and it's not going anywhere. All right, guys, can we make sure that we... I was going to say, let's make sure we intercept that ball. Maybe we actually can get a return. That would actually be kind of crazy. Hold on, wait a minute. We actually might get a pick 6 here. Potentially swerve that. Oh, the pick 6 is possible. The pick 6 is possible. We're celebrating into the end zone. Christian Watson. Guys, that might have just sealed the game. All right, guys, we're going to give Calvin Johnson I was going to say a red zone fade. I guess we're not going to give him a fade, but I definitely will give him this 2-point conversion, and Calvin Johnson just put his Johnson on your head. I just want to let you know that. Look at Calvin, man. So inspirational. Thank you for the other interception, Christian Watson. I'm just going to get down. I want Calvin Johnson on the field. And my opponent has had enough. Calvin Johnson makes people rage quit. In the Super Bowl, too. We got him his Super Bowl ring. Well, guys, that is going to do it for today's video using the new 98 overall Calvin Johnson. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the best wide receiver in the game. There's no question to ask about this. Number 1, he gets double me for 0 AP. He has red zone threat. So if you want to just honestly get an easy 2-point conversion, throw a single covered ball, red zone threat plus double me. He's coming down with that ball. Not to mention, he has angry runs, which basically means if you throw it into the open field, he's essentially just going to move people off of him and score a touchdown very easily. And of course, he has tank too. So good luck actually just hit sticking him. He's not going to fumble for you either. So Calvin Johnson, greatest wide receiver in the game currently. You can maybe argue the Anthony Munoz, but I'm going to be honest, the angry runs, the tank, the double me, red zone threat, he is my best wide receiver in the game. Y'all let me know in the comments below, but we won a Super Bowl for Calvin Johnson. We're going to end the video here. If you guys did like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Have a good rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.